nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Throw left side, complete to Isabella.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
At the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Murray going to throw. And able to find Kirk complete.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check 52. Watch the safety creep. Check hot route. He gets set up.
The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
1st down, Cardinals.
Switch. Check 3. Check.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Watch out. Check 37. Switch.
On 2nd down, Mixon hit, and all the ball is out, and the Seahawks have recovered. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10.
Back. He's checking. He's hook. Crash. No. Off. Run left.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
Wild Bill. 43 is the Mike. Rip left. Mike's 43. Mike. Hey, 0. Watch the slant.
36 power.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson going up top. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
At the 32-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A Cardinal 1st down on a gain of 13. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Tighten up. He's coming.
On 1st down, it's Logan. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Murray now. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
49 to Mike, watch 49. Watch the curl, watch the curl. 49 to Mike, 49 to Mike. Pick it up, pick it up.
They do go for it. It's Murray. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there was a time to be aggressive, now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one, and look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
43 is the mic.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Carson, and he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now it's Carson, and he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Fight, 90. 43. Check, 43.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
43 is the mic. go, D. Push left, push left. Hey, 0, 0, 0. Mike's 43. Mike's 43.
Now it's Wilson. This is caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Corey Davis, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. The Cardinals pick it up. Look at the big man rumble. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, 5, and all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. Following the botched PAT, they're set to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Come on, set. Put your money. Put your money. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. Check it back. Check it back. Set.
Mixon with a first down carry. It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On play action, it's Murray. Man open right side, it's the tight end Clay. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a first down. First down, Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
I can't believe they let you play.
They'll run it here with Logan. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Last stop. Last stop.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Murray. Able to find Isabella. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. Murray now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. From the gun to give to Mixon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 at the 19. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
At the Seahawks 18-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. 49 to Mike. 49 to Mike. Let's go, baby. Get that ball. Get the ball.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a first down on a gain of 10. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They run with Logan, and he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. T.J. Logan, as the first half is winding down, as his guys are back within a single score. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Come on, go. Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch. Switch. Check.
And someone a little too eager to block this extra point. Henceforth the flag. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2.
Shit.
They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And he's not going to get in as a try for 2 comes up empty. So they will be unable to cut this to a field goal as the differential remains 5. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. There for the sack, Everson Griffin. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
You see me? They can't stop me out here.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Just like that.
Alert.
43 is the mic.
Good guys, 4 down.
Hold. Hot seven. Mike's 43. Mike's 43. Watch the screen.
Here's Wilson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. So we've come to halftime at a 5-point. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
From the 27, Wilson. Throw left side complete. It's Carson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Hey, 0-0-0. Hey, alert.
Mike's 43.
On second and 11 now. Wilson. This complete to Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Wilson going to lead his guys up first and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
Check 26, check 26. Gun. Move. Gun.
Here's Carson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Run left.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up third and 6. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Left pass. We look for signal. Hey, 0-0-0.
43 is the mic. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up.
On third down, Wilson. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 25-yard line. So that's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Watch the air.
They'll run on first down. Carson, and he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5.
Crunch time, defense.
Got it. SOS.
They run again with Carson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on third and 7.
43's the mic. 43's the mic. I got it.
Let's go double count right here. Double count.
Let's go, D-ball. It's our time.
One left.
And with very little time left on the play clock, Pete Carroll's going to call timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
Hold up.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Here we go. 43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check. 43. Check tight end. Check tight.
Go.
There's Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Demario Davis make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. Myers' kick is good. And that pushes the lead to 8 points. They've doubled them up. It's 16-8. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2.
Hey, when you're thinking about your opening drive in the 3rd quarter, you're thinking about exactly that, putting together a drive. But instead, what did we get?
Big pass downfield, touchdown. I thought, okay, just sitting back in my chair, let's get eased in, a couple runs. No, boom.
Yeah, forget the body blows, folks. Let's throw the big shot right now.
Hey, switch gears. Wide. Get wide. Under 10. 10. Check 24. Go.
They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the 2-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this football game. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Take left. Alert. 3 down.
Zebra.
They'll keep it on the ground.
It's Carson, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
You got tight. You got tight right there.
This is Carson. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. On 2nd down now, it's Carson, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. They run it with Carson, and he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical 3rd down conversion.
His afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. Hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
On 1st down, Carson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
43. I got you, son. I got you, son. 43.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Yeah, that's what I do. 43 is the mic. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
I'll go special. I'll go special.
Mike's 43.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Now Wilson on 3rd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
Set, cut. Take the flag. Watch it decline. Check 52. Check 43. Check. Check out route.
They'll run on first down. Nixon. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
A gain of a yard.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Nixon. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Mixon. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Jamal Adams coming up from his safety spot to make the play.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Switch. Hey, watch it.
Mixon. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Mixon. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to almost certainly win the football game. The kick by Bryant is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year, but he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. That'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Got it. 3 down. Mike from Martin.
throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Check.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. 3 bucks. 58.
Good guys, 4 down.
Don't let him breathe.
One last shot for Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by... Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here coming.
Never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones, but at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on, and that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for Arizona, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots. Meanwhile, for Seattle, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.